I'm gonna unmute us. And I'm gonna unmute you.
Okay,
and
I'm posting now.
Okay. But everyone can hear us.
Nice.
Can everyone hear this too?
Premium gifts and treats.
Creamy.
Fast.
Okay.
Hey there, Dust Queen.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
We're
see
now
us.
I'm gonna take the starting soon thing off because we are started. Hey, we're here. We have a little.
Nice.
We have a little guy here. To block the screen. If you want to watch this, you can go to the channel. I should probably put the link in the I should probably put the link in the description. You know.
Yeah, we'll have it in the description.
That would be polite of me.
Yes, and the last thing I want anyone to accuse us of is being rude. They can accuse us of everything else under the sun.
Yeah, but if you think we're rude, okay.
You're correct. Just don't accuse us of it.
Yes. Oh, Dust Queen.
And Gideon's already here.
Hey, Gideon. You hear noises. All right. Okay. So we're in the description. If you want to watch the Dust Queen all on your own without hearing us make fools of ourselves while it's playing,
yeah,
then you can do that.
Why does it say you have two streams of? Because we stream in the horizontal and in the vertical.
Yes.
Because we are masters of time.
We're low in the vertical we're low. That's we might just be low in general, but we're low consistently, so you can turn up your own volume if I start messing with stuff. Then it becomes an issue. It's more important that like we are at the same level, or me and Mark are at the same level of volume than it is that, because you can just turn the stream up on your end. But yeah, Dust Queen, it is a completely original indie animation, not based on anything as far as I can tell, and we're gonna react to it. Are you ready? Are you at 0-0 on your end?
Yeah, I'm at 0-0.
Okay. And you'll be able to hear the audio through us, but we do have a little guy on screen blocking the screen, so we don't get like dinged for copyright.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll work. Hopefully they want to,
Yeah.
Shinobi their way around.
Yeah. Oh, look, they can. If they want us dead, they know where to find us. All right. 3, 2. Okay, it's 3, 2, 1, play. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey there, Dust Queen is a fan-based project and is not made for kids. Grown huntsmen and huntresses only. Check the description to learn more.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably should have done that.
What? Check the description. We'll read the description after. Look, we know this project is not endorsed by Viz Media. Turn off stable volume?
See, this is how you know it's stable volume's a YouTube feature. That's how you know this is a live reaction. That's honestly shocking to us.
Okay, stable volume is off.
You don't have to take everything on alone,
You don't?
You don't know what it's like. Then tell me.
Okay, various voices isn't subtitles.
We've got your back, Weiss.
Yeah.
We got your back, Weiss.
I'm sorry. This is something I have to do alone.
So this is just all original animation? Are they all original models too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think they did it off of a... Oh, we got a lot of activity.
Oh yeah, in the chat? I could imagine.
Yeah.
RWBY has returned. Yes, it has. RWBY is real. RWBY's real, guys.
It's not just a dream you had 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is clearly a dream sequence.
Yes.
Yang? Blake?
Oh, who? Who's our little friend? Is that like Raven?
Ooh.
Ruby?
Exact face that I made.
Are you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you Donut Steel, my OC?
You don't recognize us?
Should we?
No, who are you? The twin we ate in the womb? What?
Is that the Dust Queen?
Okay, it went by a lot faster than I, because like I skipped to that exact frame.
Oh.
If they weren't cowards, they would put them in plaid pants.
No, they just put everyone in skirts.
So tired.
It's your own fault. You wouldn't be suffering half as much if you hadn't stayed up half the night playing games on your scroll.
Says the one who was last to wake up this morning.
That's not relevant at the moment.
Wow, I haven't seen some of these guys since initiation.
Weiss likes to bully.
And you're having fun.
Risking our lives to take down entire criminal organizations is your idea of fun?
What can I say? I live for the adventure.
Uh-huh.
Is to note that this is like their second year apparently.
Oh.
What?
That's a Damascus tip spear. Oh, that's so cool.
It's
Yeah.
just a spear, Ruby.
Just
It's a revolver and a stick.
Yeah.
to make Damascus steel.
That was a revolver on a
It's
stick.
made of silver.
Yes.
I don't see Team Juniper anywhere.
They're probably in here
The
somewhere.
floor is really
Knowing Vera,
reflective
they
for
were
how
probably
short
one of the
those
first to
skirts
even
are.
get me.
Well, they better be.
Oh,
Look,
May I have your attention, please? You will be tasked with taking on a mission by yourselves as a team, without the supervision of another huntsman or huntress. The available tasks are presented on the mission boards around the theater. Choose
So
your
this
missions
is supposed
wisely,
to be like
students.
their second year.
This will be
Like,
your first
Yeah.
trip without
Okay.
help, which means we can't guarantee your safety
Well.
should something go wrong. These
Fair
missions
enough.
will also become a part of your final grade for this year. So please, try not to get in over your heads.
Ruby is just so excited. Yeah, she is.
Oh, finally! Now
Oh,
we
the
can
chat's
take on
very
the cool
active.
stuff.
Yeah. and
Oh, yeah.
afternoon
Yeah.
I've actually had to rearrange my screen so I could
Uh-huh.
The rules this time. Come on, let's go see what's left.
maybe this time we can have a normal hunt.
Nice save,
I don't think
Ruby.
our
Nice
team
save.
understands what normal is, Weiss.
Normal is boring anyway.
Now, let's
So is Ruby wearing
Ooh,
pants
got this
under
one.
her
Be
skirt?
fun. Suspicious figures seen
I
in the
mean,
night
they could be
stacking
tights.
boxes on an abandoned refinery site.
Forget that. Look at this one. Giant squid grim a few days out at sea.
Stacking boxes.
That's-
Okay, then how about this one? It's another search and destroy mission.
Growing pack of beowulf spotted south of the Emerald Forest. Aid requested ASAP. Now that sounds like fun.
That sounds far too good to be true. Any huntsman would be able to deal with a pack like that.
Maybe we just got here first? You know, early bird gets
See,
the
this
worm.
should have just been like the whole first series. Is them going on silly
How
missions like
big
this.
of a pack?
Sure, yeah.
Doesn't
Oh.
say. But they're just beowulfs. Live our teamwork? How hard could it be?
Why are we watching Ruby at the soup store? Where else do you watch Ruby?
They did it, guys. They did the impossible. They made a Blake fight. Look at the fight.
This is, yeah, like, you can really see the RWBY bones in the way the cinematography works.
You can see how they're ripping off Monty Ohm, and that is the highest compliment one can give. Like, unironically. Don't even be like, oh, you're being facetious. Like, no. They've studied under Monty. They hired someone. Good. I'm glad they hired. They hired
someone. I thought
they hired someone possessed by Monty.
Thanks for the save, Big Cat.
What?
Don't call me that.
Ooh, that feels racist.
Don't be.
What'd she say?
Kit Kat.
Actually,
Oh, do they have subtitles?
Yeah, they do. They do. You gotta click the little subtitle button on YouTube, but they do have subtitles.
We love animation, says Grim Slaying Dolt. Yes, we do.
Yeah, who doesn't? It'd be weird to not love animation. I know some people are like, it's for kids, but you know, those people suck.
Watch where you're going.
RWBY stole her kill. What a bitch. Okay, that was a little lazy, but they have grace. They still have some grace.
I don't think that helped twice. Did she do that just to steal a kill back?
I think she did. I think she made her glyph backwards.
You know,
Zippy
it
says
really
yes.
seems, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but it really feels like they're worse when they're working as a team.
Team coordination's a hard thing to actually, because a lot of team coordinating fighting is actually just
don't hit each other.
I almost got us killed. Maybe if you gave me the slightest.
What is she doing? What?
Could have been better prepared. I thought you were watching me. I'm not psychic, RWBY.
That's why she said watch it. God damn, Weiss.
Ladies, you're both beautiful.
I felt like he knew he'd be mucked over at RT if he joined. Who?
Who doesn't even know how to use her voice.
Well, excuse
I wasn't even paying attention. What?
Maybe if you didn't worry so much about your form, you'd be able to keep up with me.
What's that supposed to mean?
You froze Crescent Rose.
The consequences of
Hey,
your
that rhymed.
actions. What? How is that my fault? Clearly, you don't understand the concept of communication.
Well, you don't understand the concept of
Not freezing your teammate's weapon?
That makes no sense.
You make no sense.
Okay. Walk.
But
don't make me
Can you guys
repeat
turn
myself.
up the volume, the stream volume?
So much for teamwork.
You know what? Well, excuse me.
Is that better?
Mom, yeah.
Well, I still have Weiss's card if you want to book another counseling session.
Give them time, Yang. They'll come around eventually.
I love Weiss. This is the best version of Weiss.
Eventually ended a while ago.
This is so good. Also, the voice actress for
Let's follow
RWBY
them
is in the
before they
chat.
start again.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, lovebird.
Nice.
Wait up.
Really fast. Lovebirds? No.
Hello. She says, as person who voices, I'm only going to record noises slapping Weiss moving forward.
Oh, the whole studio is here.
Yeah.
I can see very much the the adoration of the first season in here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
And
now we just look at the art.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Bandit Yang, or
Yeah, that was good. That yeah, there's no like post credits. I didn't like mess that up, right?
not that I see
Yeah, okay.
yet.
Yeah, all right. All right. I just started scrubbing back through the episode.
Don't let our president keep you from giving us feedback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it sounds like we're being mean, it's because we're just mean people. We love this. Is very good.
This is good. I like one of the only real not even really a criticism, but like the first the scene in the auditorium, it's like it was very like introductory, which I get is the point. I have a like I have personal gripes with the idea of front loading your introductions, because ideally introductions, if you ever need to introduce new elements into the story, then you have to introduce something, and bringing you wouldn't dream of bringing the story to a grinding halt to do a bunch of introductions in like the middle of the story. So it's like I don't really see doing that.
I mean,
at the
unless
beginning
you
of the
want to do
story.
that power move,
A power move.
Yeah, like in
Completely
Media
stopping
Res.
the show.
Yeah. An entire episode of World of Remnant.
Oh yeah. No, are there going to be World of Remnants? I mean, you don't have to say if you want it to remain a spoiler.
Oh, that'd be so
the
so good.
Tundra's Discord art channel. I will look there. Okay, so now that we're not just going to be playing the whole episode, I'm going to take this down in case we want to talk about like specific things. I love the way it looks. I like how it has the volume 1 energy, but with the softer lighting from future volumes.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to get to the end of the Indie Mater.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Indie Animator. Very nice. Yeah. I've mentioned this before in a lot of my videos, but my favorite look for RWBY was the RWBY character short for volume 4. I don't know if that is still on on YouTube.
Yeah. So for me, I really like how they made Weiss terrible, and then they just had her get worse. And it's like, yeah, that's the kind of person we want Weiss to be in the beginning. We want her to be she needs to be a prissy bitch.
But this is supposed to be their second year, correct? You said that? I haven't heard any. I'm going in basically completely blind. So how did their first year end? Is that known? Did they just do finals and then graduate? Like,
well, we have the staff. Is it? What's the last canon episode of RWBY that people should watch before watching this?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the answer is they shouldn't watch any of it. They should just start with this. But
start here.
Yeah.
Time is soup. Like, did they fight Torchwick? Did they save the city from the train thing? Did Raven show up and tell Yang they had to talk?
and then turn
that would
180
be-
degrees and fly
that would
away.
be awkward if they did. No, that was Yang's dream. So let's get a closer look at
Really?
this girl, the Dust Queen. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah. the Nego Weiss.
Yeah. So she doesn't have her. She doesn't have her weapons. You never have your weapons in a dream. That's how you know it's a nightmare. You reach for your gun, even if your gun is your arm, like Yang in Volume 4. She honestly, like, she's wearing similar clothes to like the maiden in the whichever maiden was in Volume 3.
Oh, dang Flab, this YouTube nonsense. I'm trying to get to like the roughly the same scene, but
Soup.
Soup.
Everybody's saying soup.
I think that's all the staff. Because I think they're saying that the timeline is Mile Carey version. It's just take your best guess.
All right, fair enough. What do you mean you're at soup?
Time is an illusion and also a flat circle.
This is what happens when you snort dust. No, I mean, this does seem. She's got she's got lightning in her veins.
Yeah. So yeah, clearly this is like her.
Oh, those
her
are boots. She's not barefoot.
Not barefoot.
Yeah.
No, that's a point against. I was about to give this S tier, but now I gotta knock it down.
Yeah. Because I don't know, if you see in Volume 9 or Volume 8, like barefoot is the is the symbol of humanity.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those are definitely boots.
Oh, are they boots?
Yeah.
Are they boots that are made for walking?
She's okay, so she is kind of wearing Weiss's outfit. It's she is like Nego Weiss. It's just it's not having the ponytail is a. She has a lot of hair. That like elastic holding her hair together. Wait, is this Ice Queendom Weiss remnants?
Ice Queendom Weiss. No, this is Dusk Queendom, a independent animation project created by Grim Tidings. I do believe that's Grim Tidings. I didn't fuck that up. I hope so. I hope not.
Yeah, Ice Queendom Weiss.
Oh, okay.
Is
but still, I'm springboarding. Yeah. So they announced this like well over a year ago, and everyone said this is going to be like half of the RWBY fandom went, this is going to be really freaking cool, and then our half of the fandom went, this is going to be really cringe. And now one side has been proven wrong.
I don't know if you're. They clearly accomplished what or they clearly accomplished being a huge throwback to the first season. Even the even the stuff that was just in the spirit of the first season. So like I don't know if you like these are the like Ice Queendom Weiss.
Yeah.
She was much more office lady pilled.
Yeah.
In Ice Queendom.
And then
what's our verdict? I liked it. I liked it. As far as a RWBY fan animation,
freeze on the spear. Freeze on the spear.
Yeah, I think that's still coming up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen some of these.
Yeah,
Oh, alright.
come on, show me the
It's rape.
revolver,
It's rape.
the
Yeah.
revolver on the end of the stick. I do like
It doesn't even have like a trigger or anything. How do you fire it?
You just hammer fan.
This is drive closer. I want to hit him with my sword energy.
Yeah,
What is
it's not supported. It's not supported by the back there. That would be a. That seems like a design flaw.
So yeah, like I said, like when this was announced like half a year ago, like half of everyone was like, "This is gonna be awesome," and then half was like, "This is gonna be cringe," and either both sides would be disappointed or both sides would be happy. And both sides are happy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think much of RWBY is cringe. Even like original series RWBY. Yeah. Because like I think it wasn't until like Volume 5 where like some of the Raven stuff where I was actually like, ooh. The rest of it, as good or bad as it was very clearly a bunch of people doing something they loved doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was always about. That's what I've always said. It's like what was the plot to RWBY in the very beginning?
Yeah.
The plot of RWBY was you have these girls and they have weapons and they fight monsters.
Yeah. To be fair, RWBY's always been a little cringe because of being shonen. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is also fair, yeah.
Yeah, I wish they did. I don't know. I mean, more of this. More like actually having the RWBY characters go on a mission that's not some high ordained save the world type shit. That's what I think everybody wanted more of in RWBY.
I think yes. So what it is, it's like when it comes to these kinds of, this is how I'll put it. Like when it comes to these kinds of shows and stories, every plot has to be, we are the heroes and we're here to save the world. But what it is, it's what is the size of the world?
Yeah.
Because it's like saving the whole world, or is it just saving the school that you go to? Because that, if you're a student at a school, that's your whole world, you know?
Yeah. The more personal the stakes, or like the bigger the stakes, the less personal they are. Like I think it was a zero punctuation joke where it was like, what? Save the planet? But I live on a planet. It's like, It's just completely impersonal. When you have like an RPG where you get to make your character as good and benevolent or as evil and cruel as you want to, you have to find something that's universal enough for both of those characters to do. And it's like, oh, it's save the world. So it always just feels very impersonal. Oh, yeah.
NGL. I always thought RWBY would be more like Madness Combat. It'd be a billion times better.
It didn't play through.
It didn't play through to you?
No, not through the Discord.
It's because I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming my screen to you.
Can you pop that in real quick?
Yeah. Always some scuff with us, always a little bit of stuff.
I started to not like RWBY around the John arc stuff. Yeah, because John, the way they did John is it didn't undermine, but it was kind of too much of a different flavor to the original. But then like everything was starting to go towards that new flavor.
Yeah, you mean the Jean arc in like volume 1, or like when, or like in like volume like 3 and 4 when Jean became the fourth main character, or fifth. Blake who?
Yeah,
yeah, no, like I mean, are you talking about volume 1, like that like string of episodes in the not the Emerald Forest, in the Forever Fall?
A nice quirky girl to talk to was completely cringe. Yeah. Yes, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Do I have to like chat to so that I can come up in the adding system?
Oh, like you mean when
because I see
they...
people are adding you, but like it's like something that I've said.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to if you want to be seen,
yeah. The stuff in the forest is fine sometimes, but not as bad.
Yeah. It was how they decided to like use Jean as like the exposition delivery system. It's just like, oh yeah, Jean, he doesn't know anything. We have to explain it to him.
Yeah, which creates the very weird like almost plot hole of how does a guy I'm trying to think of like a real life example. You know, it's like explaining to someone who's lived in a city their whole life what a car is.
Yeah, yeah, it's your soul. What atheists in RWBY must be fuming.
Oh, I doubt they can establish themselves in a world of constant monster attacks. There's no higher powers, and where does the evil come from, huh? I always thought RWBY was going to be more like Madness Combat. It'd be a billion times more better. What was Madness Combat?
Yeah, what is Madness Combat? Is this
the
animation?
Madness? Yeah, the Madness series from
I'm seeing it on Newgrounds.
a million years ago. Yeah. See, I thought it was always going to be like that. Yeah.
Is there a way to turn down the volume? There's not.
No. Welcome to Newgrounds.
Just some stick figures punching the shit out of each other. Was that rock, paper, scissors? Oh, I can't even rewind. No, there should be like RWBY fights like this that just turn into like piles of people.
And a guy dancing in the back. Whole thing.
Sorry, you're on the same audio as the very, very loud music, so you're extremely quiet right now, and the music is still overpoweringly loud.
Everyone's gangster, so Jesus summons the cannon.
How long does this go on? Yeah, this is basically what Dead Fantasy was. You're right about that. Okay, good. If you count the zombies. Okay. Let me turn you back up. Oh.
Watch Madness Hypothesis. It's when the series really took off.
Okay.
Yeah, get that loaded up.
Okay, did you hear
that
it
one
that
have...
time?
Yeah, I heard it that time.
Okay, good. Madness Hypothesis. All right. Is this going to be very similarly very loud?
you can't turn the browser down.
Oh, I can turn the volume. I can turn the browser volume down specifically. Oh, you're a genius.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It scares me too.
Only madness somewhere in Nevada.
What on earth did I just arrive to? We are to more RWBY inspired
this is what RWBY should have been.
Yeah.
We're watching. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, like you can see like the Dead Fantasy bones in the first one, where it's just like a bunch of toys smacking together.
Yeah.
It's so loud. Chrome's volume is down at 1. I don't know, maybe it's, yeah, Chrome's volume is down at 1 and the music is reasonable. And the gunshots are still absurd.
But yeah,
just penetrated him with a like a billy club.
Yeah.
Oh, we made it to my volume 3 review. I you know, not to toot my own horn, I like my volume 3 review the best.
Oh yeah. Everyone go watch Fat Man's RWBY reviews.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. I guess until volume 5 part 2 comes out, then I better like that one the best, or else why did it take 12 years to make?
It will be the sunk cost fallacy ensures.
These videos take you back, Pat M. The madness hypothesis. Oh, come on, he's wearing a helmet and he still gets taken out by a headshot. Oh no, he didn't. Good. The armored clown DJ. Yeah, I mean, hey, Monty had he had a mascot suit DJ in the yellow trailer.
Yeah. More like that. It was more like Dead Mouse.
No, actually, I don't think it's been 12 years. I was just making a Boyhood reference. You know, it took 12 years to make. It took 12 years to make. It has to be good.
Yeah. How much longer does this go?
Did they? I honestly have no idea.
Zombie Jesus.
Did they change the aspect ratio?
Midway. What a trooper. What a trooper.
And then he danced. All right. So yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, note one, make sure at least half of RWBY Dust Queen is that. Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought there were like missed opportunities in primarily having like either one-on-one fights or like, you know, I mean, how many real like brawls were there? Because the first one, the red trailer, like that was an absolute brawl. The trailers had more brawls than like the actual show.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Yang at the beginning of Volume 5 when she found like the bandits.
Yeah, the one volume that didn't start with a fight. Yeah, it just started with an assault.
It's true. Yeah. But anyway, aside from
yeah, but that was another thing.
Wanting more brawls in RWBY. How about
RWBY's character, I think, they flanderized it a bit for like, oh, she's obsessed with Damascus Steel, you know, in that scene. But I think it's done to an acceptable amount.
I was gonna say something to that effect. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, they're doing this again. But it's like, in regular RWBY, they kind of forgot. You know, in regular RWBY, they did that, and then they dropped it. It was like, oh yeah, she's reading Weapon magazine, and now, you know, she peaked. She designed the most deadly weapon, one of the most dangerous weapons ever designed, and then she just kind of like rested on her laurels. Like I don't know if they're going to do that in this, like they could have RWBY like constantly upgrading her weapon, which would make sense, seeing as how in this, you know, she had a malfunction. So she could,
malfunction. That's what we're gonna classify it as.
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, hey, look, the real malfunction.
The sabotage will be
is Weiss. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like in the next episode, she has like ice guards.
Yeah.
What was Weiss trying to do with that? I legit thought that she was trying to do that to steal a kill back, to be like, oh, now I get to defend you. I get to yeah.
So when it comes to Weiss's glyph, I kind of assume there's an up and a down, or like a front and a back. Like there's a forward and a backside to it, and she just summoned her glyph backwards. So when it exploded, it because RWBY is sitting here waiting for Weiss to assist her. This is something they've done before. They know they can do this.
Yeah, this was one. You know, this was one of those scenes, because they're very competent and very quick and very fluid through all of this fighting. You know. Where's RWBY? Where's RWBY? Where's she taking out everybody?
That's right there.
Yeah. Okay, so she's like flying around and she's cutting guys up, and then she waits. She like gets into position and then starts waiting.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's so efficient.
Yeah.
Time to kill, TTK, KD ratio, and now she's like sitting there waiting. Does she actually like? Yeah, so she doesn't say anything to Weiss,
but she looks to Weiss until
she gets him, and yeah, Weiss doing it backwards is really the only explanation that works. This does seem like that's why it seems so deliberate to me.
I think the VA's left. We're still at like 25, so I think they might still be here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's all right. They got to see our live reactions. You know, they got to see us while we were watching.
I do like Mama Yang. I like how she's. Because like she's the oldest here, right?
The oldest? Like
yeah.
Like, I mean, aren't they all 17? Except RWBY?
I thought she was like a year older or something.
She got held back?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I think they're all the same age. I don't know. I mean, okay, they all have birthdays. We can find our
Yeah, I checked the participating list. They weren't on it. Go get them back. We're talking about it.
RWBY character birthdays: July 28th, May 15th, January. So Blake is the oldest, right? That would, if they're all the same age and Blake has the earliest birthday.
Well, no, they started at the school year, so which
is he? Well, yeah, I mean, this is supposed to take place in their second year, so yeah, they would all be 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, RWBY's the youngest, and this would their birthdays would suggest that Blake is the oldest.
Yeah. I've said Weiss's personality, loved it. The whole writing with Weiss, especially with her sabotaging.
Like if it was deliberate sabotage, I feel like I would have liked it better if it was sabotage. Like if she like stepped in after that and was like, oh yeah, maybe next time. But the way she was treating RWBY after, you know, still, I guess it still fits her personality of being like completely stuck up.
And I like how in Blake's writing she has a personality.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Like,
Weiss being a prick to RWBY is classic. RWBY is the youngest, yet it looks like she aged the same rate as everyone else. Everyone ages at the same rate as everyone else.
Yes, because Weiss is a hoity-toity rich girl and RWBY's best friend who hates her.
That's the best kind of best friend. Mortal enemy. You know, that's why they say with friends like Weiss, who needs enemies. Damn genetics. Damn ever marching time, you know, the time marching ever onward. Damn time for that.
Yeah, and then but you know, like it feels like Blake is more of like a character coming out of a shell in this version rather than whatever she was in the canon. Yeah.
What is time in this show? It's soup.
It's action. It's action time.
Yeah.
Like played.
Yeah. She's the oldest for now. Yeah, I'm not a psychic. I don't know if you noticed.
Maybe if you gave me the slightest hint of what you were doing.
Yeah, see, she should yeah. This is why they do these practice missions, so that they can get on the same page. Because, like, you know, fighting isn't thinking, it's reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you know, you gotta be on the same wavelength as your teammates. And I mean, I guess Weiss not knowing that is really in character. Being a rich, the rich girl.
Well, I think Weiss is just lying. I think she's lying. I think she is like, oh, what if you gave me the slightest hint to what you were doing? Well, like, you summoned the glyph. You did it. Like, you made eye contact.
Yeah, she absolutely did. She understood enough to, and yeah, she understood enough. Where's the yeah, she understood enough. Do they look at all different from the front or the back? Because, like, I mean, I imagine that her gravity glyphs have a front and a back.
Yeah.
That she can, like, launch herself into the air if she used it backwards. Like, there are reasons to do that. But yeah. Yeah. Because that was just a pathetic little bullet.
Well, like, that's the thing. Like, I think that pathetic little attack was supposed to hit Crescent Rose and do nothing, and the big attack that hit Crescent Rose was supposed to hit the Grim. You know, that's why I think it's backwards.
Yeah, which, I mean, you know, makes sense.
And it's like even with no communication, clearly,
yeah,
you know, it's like,
don't point your
using body language, you could probably tell that the gun is pointed at something she wants to shoot at.
I know a lot about guns. If you point it at somebody, I can tell you which way the bullet's gonna go.
How did the VIs find out about this anyways? I assume they use Google search.
Yeah.
Or YouTube. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like isn't the stream called like Dust Queen Reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just...
It's not like I was trying to hide it.
Burning. I wonder if the thing backfiring is a better version of Weiss burning that tree in Volume 1. No, because the burning of the tree was an actual miscommunication because Ruby just straight up got in Weiss's way and she had to deflect an attack.
Yeah, that was not a miscommunication. That was she was trying not to hit Ruby, and
I'm currently I'm very familiar with the Hunter initiation arc of RWBY.
yeah. That she was trying not to hit Ruby. And this was like, Weiss, I'm waiting for my ice. I'm waiting for you to ice me. Don't ice me, bro. And then she iced her, but backwards.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Wait, she gets re-iced at some point.
Yeah, I was trying to pause it right there. Yeah, she's not iced. And then when she closes her gun again, it's re-iced. Oh no, we found an animation error.
Yeah, it's re-iced again.
Hey, Shion.
That's an actual...
Yeah, it's re-iced. No, see, it's still cold from the ice, and then her tears hit it and froze. It's not an animation error, guys. Because she's crying here.
Yeah, I noticed that error during the premiere. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's like they put the rose or they put the ice on the Crescent Rose model and then not on the Scythe version of it. It should have been there. Yeah. It should have been there. I don't know. That's something that they'll fix on the Blu-ray release or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. You could. I'm sure we could find. I'm sure we could find more animation errors if we really wanted to.
Yeah, we'll let Floof do it.
Yeah.
You almost got both of us killed.
I almost got us killed?
Yeah.
Maybe the ice grows itself magically, duskily?
Dustily? Yeah, it could be, like those trick birthday candles.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be, I mean, that would just be a generally cool thing. You like get frozen and then you break yourself out and then you just refreeze.
Freeze.
make a long trail of like icy versions of yourself. Kind of like Blake does with her shadow clone jutsu.
Raymond's going to say lesbians. Raymond says lesbians by default.
I mean, Yang said lesbians in this. Well, she said lovebirds. It's close enough.
Yeah. Do you think we are at a point where it's easy enough to make RWBY fan content that's indistinguishable from the actual show? What does this mean? I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, it was always the case because they just made it in Poser and Maya and didn't.
Yeah, I mean, people who make things can go and make those things. Like, you can make a show look like any other show if you're good at art. You can mimic almost any style. I mean, also, this isn't really indistinguishable. As good, it's
clearly better.
Oh, guess what? I found another animation error. Weiss's necklace is clipping through her shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 0 out of 10.
All right, that's the final score, everybody.
Look at the like the lighting on this. This has very different lighting from the real show, and I'm sure if they wanted to, they could have gotten, they could have done much more indistinguishable lighting, clipping is the bane of your existence. Well, you make very specific types of animations, Potato.
Yeah, I think that's understandable with your genre of.
If you get clipping in the wrong places, you have to completely change the category that you upload the videos
To be fair, it's just two found randomly.
Two, yeah. Okay, so it's if it started at a 10 out of 10, and now it's 8 out of 10. Yeah. For every tiny animation error we find, we dock it a whole point. We dock it a whole 5 points. But yeah, no, this fight, especially Yang's stuff, really reminded me of Monty's. Like it's like almost like a happy middle ground between like the Monty style from like the trailers and like not necessarily like the Shane stuff, but like the post Shane stuff. What was the guy's name? Dorian or something? Torian? Like that was him,
the
right?
Animator?
Yeah.
Because Torian, I think Torian's a character in the show.
No, I am I crazy? I might be. But like this is kind of like a happy middle ground between like the post Shane stuff and the pre Shane stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Good.
Because Monty's stuff was more cut heavy. Like you don't notice it, but if you actually go through and count like the actual camera cuts in Monty's stuff, he's much heavier on actually cutting the camera than later RWBY stuff.
Because that's how he hid a lot of his mistakes. He just
cut around
made
them.
You look
Makes sense.
Yeah, he just made you look the other way. Yeah. Because again, it was just like his passion project. You know, he just did this because for the love of the game and little else. And so he was able to just it's like
she just leapfrogs RWBY. Hold on, I want to see that again in super slow motion. That was good.
So that was a zoom in on the gauntlet, followed by a zoom out.
Very fast zoom out. Yeah, so that
zoom. That's
right there.
Cilia. Ember. That's Ember.
Ember Cilia. Ember Silica.
Yeah.
Is it Cilia or
Ember?
Silica?
I think it's Cilia.
Yeah, and then it's a zoom out. Yeah.
And then it goes. Well, I think these are just more. Yeah, okay.
And then it's back to color. Yeah, that was really good. That's a wallpaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a dark mode wallpaper.
Oh yeah.
You know, not quite as wallpaper tier as that one shot of RWBY from Volume 9. But yeah.
Wait, okay, so the fire hair means she's using her semblance.
Her semblance is soup.
One, why is she using her semblance? Why is she using it so much? And does Blake ever use her semblance?
Actually, that's really yeah. You know, did we see Blake use her semblance in this fight, or is Blake just saving it? Because Blake does like, oh god, he just like fully grabbed her head. That could have gotten brutal. Cat. That's messed up. Okay, did we see Blake use her semblance? Yeah, because I mean, I don't recall. I don't recall.
Probably gonna head out and I've seen your reaction. Thank you for looking at a masterpiece by Mark. Bye, Titan.
See ya. See ya. See ya.
Everything is Easter eggs in impact frames. Oh yeah, you ever heard the thing of the One Piece did the like they hid the hype image in an impact frame?
I mean, I'm not a stranger to Easter eggs and impact frames. But no, I One Piece isn't my jam. Probably should watch it at some point, but so yeah, no, I don't think Blake used resemblance like at all during this fight.
But then Ruby using hers all the time, Weiss using hers all the time, and then Blake needlessly using hers.
Well, I mean, there's.
Oh wait, hang on, are they about to?
I like that. I like that so much. That whole scenario right there, where they're talking during the fight, but it's like it backfires on them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, I watched JoJo, and it's like, oh, talking's just a free action. You can talk all you want, but when it actually gets to it. Volume 7 review when
after Volume 5 Part 2.
After Volume 5 Part 2. Yeah, no, seriously, ask me after Volume 5 Part 2.
And that's coming after the Star Trek episode.
Yeah, God, I kind of dread going back to working on the Volume 7 review, because when I wrote it, like when I wrote so much of it, I didn't finish the script or anything, but I have a lot of it that I wrote during a very bad time in my life. So it's gonna be weird to go back and like read that script and be like, oh God, I was depressed when I wrote that, wasn't I?
Damn.
Like it's gonna be crazy. And I might just scrap everything I wrote and start over, because like I haven't actually watched Volume 7 since I was working on the script. I've rewatched no, that's not true. I rewatched the whole thing before the last episode of Volume 9. But I watched it at 1.5 2x speed. So but yeah, no, I haven't actually sat down and reviewed Volume 7 since I was working on the actual review. Hey, Weiss used her sword like a sword.
Yeah.
Or used her rapier like a rapier. Yeah, see, it's such a look of rage. It's such an imposition that Ruby imposed on her by stealing her kill, making her lunge at nothing. That I really thought that was an intentional sabotage on her part, so that she could step in and be more condescending than genuinely concerned for the danger that they were put in by that move, because she's the one who put them in the danger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was intentional sabotage for that, you know. That's what I'm going off of.
Yeah, so you think her bitching and moaning after the fight was just to save face with Yang and Blake, the two people who could absolutely care less about Ruby and Weiss. I mean, granted that obviously they're okay, but they don't give a shit. Yeah, because like what's the actual like visual clue that she gives? Is it eye contact?
Well, I mean, so Y stabs, pulls back, and then just she just does it automatically.
Yeah, see, like because she doesn't really react to her backing up.
The Grim sat there patiently this whole time, like a good little boy.
Yeah. That is worse than the Blake Yang part. In the Blake Yang part, you could see them from the background creeping up, encircling them, and then when they like pull back, it's like, oh, hold that thought. We're in the middle of something. And this guy, he's like swinging at RWBY. RWBY does a backflip, and then he's just like, was that a backflip? That seems a little extra, don't you think? And just sat there until he got shot.
When you are naive, you think Weiss is the villain, but when you are mature, you realize RWBY is the villain. Slash joking. No, you're right. You are correct.
Yeah. Joking about what?
I still believe the Grim need to be threatening. They can be threatening in different scales, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There are different Grim. You know, it's like, you know, different tiers of Grim, different shapes of Grim.
So note of criticism for me is I feel like they're sticky. They're not willing to expand out of like they don't want to contradict anything in canon. And because of that, whenever they kill a Grim, the whole body just disintegrates. Rather than like, I would prefer to have like the white parts like linger after, you know.
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing about like Salem's chairs. You know, the chairs in her bone palace. They're like made out of bones, and that means that she just like cut the bones out of a Grim and it's still alive somewhere. And somebody's gonna kill it, or it's gonna accidentally like wander into a minefield or something, and then her chair's gonna dissolve out from under her. She'd be like, I'm so glad Watts didn't see that. I'd never live it down.
So yeah, if that was something I'd be like, hey guys, y'all should just like have, first of all, more bony plates should imply more danger.
I mean,
and then when they kill it,
that's what World of Remnant said.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be cool if a battle like this just left a pile of claws and spikes and little skull plates.
They had a Beowulf skull in the first season, if I remember correctly. So it's not a Beowulf skull; it's a something else. What it is.
It was, but no. In World of Remnant, you know, hey, World of Remnant watcher over here. They do say that a thriving business in Remnant is making fake Grim skulls to use as trophies.
Yeah, like every Grim skull you see is fake.
Yeah.
Which is one of those things. It's like, guys, come on. You could have just swept it under the rug. No one would have questioned you.
No, I mean, I'm kind of the opposite on that. They should have they should make that a thing. You know, like there should be like huntsman jobs to go out and take like close-up detailed pictures of Grim bones so that the forgers can make better stuff. Like, did you see the Danielson Mantrax video?
No.
Well, I mean, that was about people forging fossils. And how it's like, this is definitely a forged fossil, but it's so good that he had to have been working from reference. So if I find out whoever forged this, then I can find out where he's seeing the real fossils that he's working from reference from. You know, it's a whole thing. Dan Olson, great YouTuber, great.
Dan Olson, not Dave Olsland.
No. Dan Olson, a foldable human, I think is his handle.
Oh yeah, folding ideas.
Yeah.
You froze, Crescent Rose.
The consequence.
Does that rhyme on purpose? I refuse to believe that doesn't rhyme on purpose. Yeah, Isa, you definitely saw the Mantrax video, right? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not crazy.
Mantrax? No, I don't remember that one. I mean, I see it now, but I never.
No, yeah, I'm talking to Isa in chat.
This is your action.
How is that my
Yeah.
fault?
Clearly, you don't understand the concept of communication.
Well,
Yeah, I know they're being funny here, but like, there are better things to call Weiss out on in this context than you know. It's like, I want to call you out about something, but I don't really know what to do. It's like, I feel like RWBY, as you know, the leader of the team through sheer competence, would have more understanding of the failures during that fight. And yeah, I get it. Funny joke. But
well, you gotta remember, one of the things is that RWBY needs to rise up to be a leader. Right now, she's still incompetent, like in canon RWBY.
No, yeah, I know. But like, she's not the leader because she knows the most. She's the leader because
Ozpin said so.
It's because Ozpin said so. Because of nepotism. No, but like, she does know how to fight. Like, that can't be argued. So I don't know. Maybe it's all just
but does she know how to
mental
verbally
effort.
fight?
How to argue? Are you RWBY debate team Arc when?
Staff in chat. Get back in here. You answer the question.
Yeah.
RWBY debate team Mark win.
Ozpin just shows up. He's like, Miss Rose, you need to be able to tell your teammates the way they're failing. And in that, you need to learn how to verbally smack a bitch. Because silver eyes.
Yes.
you don't understand the concept of listening.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been better if it was more of a like, well, what did you think you were doing? Like, yeah, why did you point an ice glyph at me?
Well, RWBY doesn't know that she can point the glyphs in a direction. This is, again, I think this is something that Weiss knows, and the others don't know. Because they don't know how her semblance works. They just know glyphs.
Yeah. So Weiss is saying you should have communicated by asking me how my semblance worked before the fight.
No, she's making shit up. Weiss is a lying ass bitch right now. That's what I'm saying. Let me be clear. Weiss is lying.
Fair enough. Please ignore when
She's
RWBY
lying.
won a debate in episode 1 of the main show.
Yeah, she won a debate against Torchwick. They came up saying like, we want to rob you, and she counter-argued them to jail.
Counterpoint. I'm gonna drop kick you through a window. Teamwork, that one thing they never do.
Yeah.
No, they did teamwork in the Torchwick fight in Volume 2, in the mech fight in Volume 2, where they called out the ship names.
Yeah.
They did do teamwork in that fight.
See, that's the thing. RWBY didn't call out the ship names, therefore they didn't.
Yeah. She should have been like,
RWBY, you should have said White Rose. They did a teamwork.
No sense.
They did a teamwork, one singular teamwork.
Yeah, they even avoided the incest names. Well, what? The incest name is Enabler, right? To be fair, that's not a good ship name.
I would have gone. I see that's because you brought that up of like it doesn't make sense of like the one group that would have had combo attacks didn't combo attack. Was that you or that someone else?
That was me.
Yeah,
because it was.
I would have called it sorority slam.
Sorority slam.
Yeah. Of course, in my mind, it's RWBY throwing Yang using centrifugal force. So RWBY just speeds up really, really fast in a circle, and then launches Yang at max speed.
RWBY, say the line. Bumblebee, yay! I hope that you were referencing The Simpsons there. Otherwise,
yeah.
Okay.
In RWBY manga, they added a character trait to RWBY where she picks up on people's symbols quickly and learns how to use them in tactics. I want more people to include that. That's good. That's so good because she's fight autistic.
No, she's weapon autistic. She should pick up how their weapons work and be able to counter them more effectively.
Walks up and just dismantles their whole.
Bumblebee will it be in this project's Chicken Jockey? Oh yeah, they're they're definitely doing Bumblebee. They're definitely doing White Rose. Isn't this about to come up?
Please.
Yeah.
Don't.
Potato, please. Sorority Slam. I have a new video title. Thanks. Potato, no, please.
You gotta credit the stream. You gotta link back to the stream. RWBY is like Goku. All around kind of dumb, but a genius when it comes to fighting. That's definitely how I would like RWBY to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she does fire hair here.
Yeah.
So much for teamwork.
Well, I still have Weiss's card if you want to book another counseling session.
Another counseling session. Hey, your boy Neptune. Welcome to the chat. Flint and Steel. Yeah, I like the idea that she's like has Weiss's credit card number or has the number memorized or whatever. And the line "another counseling session" is very, very good. Like I like that these two are actually in a relationship before it's made very clear that they wouldn't work, and then completely changed the dynamic before Volume 6 happened. Like I actually am looking forward to seeing more of these two, which is the running theme with like every RWBY rewrite I've seen. Like Blake having so much to work with that she just like turns into the best character.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, guess what? Anything we do to Blake will make her better. So let's just do that. Literally anything.
I mean, that's our motto, you know. Everything is superior to canon RWBY.
Every version of RWBY is better than canon RWBY. Yes.
Every version of Yankee of Blake is better than canon.
Better than canon Blake. Yeah. But like, I don't know. This is good. This dynamic between them meets with my seal of approval.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we cannot wait until episode 2, which hopefully they will come out sooner.
I mean, what took them? They announced this over a year ago. I don't know.
They announced the project over a year ago.
They're probably working on it before then. If they had enough to announce, I don't know. You look, the last thing I would want them to do is to like rush it to try to like get the second episode out sooner, and then have it be like lower quality.
Well, the thing, because like with 3D animation, my understanding is that the first bit is always the hardest, because you have to actually, you have to make the tools.
Yeah,
you know. Episode 2 is coming in 2027.
Hey, look, what'll come out first, episode 2 or volume 5 part 2? We'll never know. Jimmy Neutron. What was that old Tumblr post where somebody's like, I had a professor who worked on Jimmy Neutron, and they were like, we don't talk about Jimmy Neutron, all right?
It was the most horrifying experience. Sometimes the power will just go out and there's nothing we can do about it. There are so many animation errors in Jimmy Neutron if you actually look through them.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a video. Someone did that.
Just every animation error in Jimmy Neutron. What is it, like, longer than the whole series?
I'm pretty sure eventually ended a while.
No, every animation error, the whole show was an animation error.
Hold on, wait. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure eventually ended a while ago.
Give them time, Yang. They'll come around eventually.
Oh, they'll come around eventually. Okay.
I'm pretty sure
okay.
Ended a while
Yeah.
ago.
Come on. Let's follow them before they start again.
Yeah.
Start again?
Wait up.
The blush. Ugh. Maybe that's a little cringe.
No.
See, I think they want to do. They're obviously going to do Bumblebee because.
No, really? You think? No, I don't think.
Yeah, because like unlike canon, I think this is planned from the start.
You ever noticed they forgot to model the muzzle on Crescent Rose?
Did they? So Ruby and Weiss should kiss. Well, Ruby is a minor still. So,
she yearns for the mines?
That too, yes.
I guess we should look for the gun form, right?
Oh, we know a good one.
Oh, whoa, hold on. No, never mind. And then what does canon Crescent Rose look like?
I mean, it could be possible she has the muzzle taken off, because the muzzle would be for longer range.
I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
Now, are you saying Ruby is a gold digger? I ain't saying she's a broke faunus.
There's supposed to be a hole in the vertical muzzle brake. Oh, you mean it's just the change focus? I don't know. I'll take your word for it. The muzzle wasn't animated after the ice broke off when Crescent Rose was in scythe form. Is this song also original? Like, I mean, I'm sure.
I think so. It sounds like Casey.
I'm sure it is, but it sounds, it sounds very, very RWBY pilled.
Yes.
Here's
the Grim Hash is also
Crescent Rose has a slight glow on it that probably shouldn't be there. Yeah. Everybody's rimlet. Hey, Billy Donuts. Yeah.
I thought this stream was missing something.
Missing donuts. Heck yeah.
I think the reason a lot of gay ships are so popular is because they just make better writing because people want relationships of people with equal importance. I think I get that, but that's the result of people writing heteros in a very gendered dynamic and not being able to overcome like the sexism of gender roles.
Yeah, I get the logic behind that, but like I would just say that, you know, the kind of people who would write a gay show are just better. I mean, look,
yeah,
it is Pride Month, right?
Yeah, I think the people who are willing to write gay ships are also better at writing straight ships because they're just better at writing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I where I fall into this discourse. Because it's like I forget who said it, but it's like we need more like gay schlock. You know, we don't need all of the gay shows to be like the greatest pieces of art ever. We should have actual like trash tier stuff that's gay.
Yeah, absolutely. And when people trash it, it'd be like, this is gay trash. Just be like, yeah, it is good. Trash and
good. Yeah.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's cringe in a base way and base in a cringe way.
Those are the two best
and we
ways
like it like that.
To be both of those things. Yeah. Oh god, was it you and me who was talking about that, or was it me and Raymond? Where it's just like I think that RWBY is, or that Weiss is bisexual aromantic and RWBY is asexual biromantic.
No, that was you and Raymond.
Yeah. But yeah, me and Raymond came up with the canon sexualities of RWBY and Weiss. You've done that already? You made an elf and a werewolf for this month. Got a lot of messages.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. Potato also says, how do people even know the sexuality the ship is? Like, is the Enterprise gay or something?
So, if RWBY is a minor, has a gun, and has opened fire in Beacon, does that make her a school shooter?
Well, okay, she was supposed to be firing her gun in Beacon. All right. She was supposed to. It was firearm practice.
Yeah.
I think the only problem
Mr. Plinkton is here.
All of my heroes in one place. Potato, what's that a reference to? Did you get something censored? How do people even know the sexuality of the show? Is the Enterprise gay or something? Look, I have bad news for you. The Enterprise is very gay. I wanted to do a skit of like I'll probably find a way to do it. Like, you know, I don't have any IRL friends since I moved out here, but like I wanted to do this like skit where it's like a close up and it's like me explaining why Archer and Shran is the best ship in Star Trek, and then to like zoom out and it's like I'm on a game show set and there's just like a horrified game show host like shakily holding his cards like, no, the answer we were looking for was the Enterprise.
That's so. If I ever find myself in New England, I'll swing by and we'll do that.
We'll do that skit. Yes. Oh, it was back when everyone was talking about the gay writing gay ships. No, I mean like what's your you've done that already? You made an elf and werewolf for this month? What's that a reference to? I don't. Yeah, everyone's supposed to have guns there. They're all good guys with guns. That's the benefit to being in Remnant.
Okay. Oh, I gotta be going soon enough.
Okay. Yeah, we're basically through our review.
The equivalent of a school shooter is someone who forces you to drink tea. Yeah.
The school tears.
So yeah. Oh, is anything else?
Not really. Yeah. Okay. This intro, mysterious girl. We got our plaid skirts. We got our fight scene. And we got lovebirds. Yeah, basically, I approve. I like it. Subscribed there and liked it. I guess. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone be sure to go watch the video here on YouTube at 1/4 speed so that they get them watch time up.
Yeah, just leave it on while you sleep. We get the watch time up. Come around for more streams on Mondays. They won't be like reaction streams like this. They'll be gaming streams, but there's still a good time. There's still a good time.
Yeah. Well, we're wacky, crazy. Animaniacs.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Raymond will do this on Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, on his own stream.
Oh yeah, the Jack podcast.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're gonna watch this and do exactly what we did, except it'll be 5 hours long, because there's more of them, not because they're long-winded. Weird though, but does the cat girl throw up like a cat? I need to see Blake.
We don't know yet.
Now I need to see Blake do that. Just like arch up her back and like hack like
that kind of hairball.
They hear that, and Weiss is just like, "God damn it, Yang, shave!" All right.
Good night, everybody.
We're not gonna top that. Good night, everybody.